Well, hello, family. Welcome to HT37 here on 3LG. I am so glad you decided to stop by here. Before we get into our prayer and get started on HT37, I would like to welcome everyone, those of you that rock all the time, and those of you that this may be your very first time viewing 3LG, where we learn and grow in God together. We all need church. We all need to read the word, but we need to come together to help one another grow and spiritually as well. So all hearts and minds clear. Let's go into prayer. Oh my God, whom I adore, help me to forget about myself entirely so that I may be established in you, as still and peaceful as if my soul were already in eternity. May nothing trouble my peace or make me leave you. O my unchanging one, may each minute carry me further and further into the depths of your mystery. And we ask these things in your precious Son's name, Jesus. Amen. All right. Now, we can go ahead into our HT. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that. Share, comment, anything that you need for me to know, leave in the comment or contact me. And if you have something that you want to say, feel free. You know, that's how we grow. Okay? As I told you before, I got a little book that I've been looking into every now and then that reflects the different promises of God for each day of the year. For the past couple of weeks, I haven't done it. So I was determined that today I will. Today, September the 10th, is the 253rd day of the physical year. So each day is a promise in there. So I'm going to go ahead and read the promise of today. Okay? This is coming from Luke chapter 12. Wow, Luke is it. Consider the ravens, for they neither sow nor reap, which have neither a storehouse nor barn, and God feeds them. Of how much more value are you than the birds? So the same way that he feeds the animals that fly in the sky, and the little bit it takes to feed them, he will feed us because he loves us. If you just believe and trust in him. That's what I take of it. So I hope that has blessed someone's spirit on today. Today was just a wonderful day. I mean, just wonderful. We had a wonderful time at First Missionary Baptist Church today because we celebrated 111 years. And it was just wonderful. We had guest pastor coming from Charlotte, Pastor Dennis Williams, and his church family, and his family, and they just blessed us today. And I mean, and the word was, no place like home. And he was coming out of the book of Luke, which that was the book I studied this morning, the book of Luke. He was in 15 and 17, and I was in 14. And then the prayer of God's promise today was Luke 12. So this is just confirmation. And I know that the Holy Spirit has led me to talk about this because that's just too much coincidental things right there together. So let's go into the HT for today, which is HT37. Take the lowly place. This advice, like I said, is coming from the New Testament book of Luke. The reason why it came to me is because when I opened the Bible up early this morning, it came open to chapter 14. So it was a little bit of different things going on about the Great Supper, some healing going on, you know, and the lowly place. So my heart was prepared to help us understand what the Lord was trying to say through Luke, that we need to humble ourselves instead of exalting ourselves. Because we so eager to beef up our own ego in our own events, our own parties, our own cookouts, our own things that we have, instead of doing things to uplift everyone in all walks of life, not just our friends, families, and neighbors, you know? This is what we be wanting when we throw stuff. We want a big turnout. We want popular people there. We want people to brag about our event. We want bragging rights. People, you want people to remember our event. You know, we want all our friends there. We want all our liked family there. Plenty of food for everyone. That's the 7 things that we basically want when we throw stuff. But are we boasting? We boosting? Are we bragging? Are we puffed up? Which one are we? Or are we meek and humble, considerate, and had open invitation for everybody? Or do we want only certain people to attend when we have stuff? Do we ever offer food to those that can't come to our event? Do we ever offer food to unfortunate or homeless people? Or do we offer it to mother or fathers single parenting that's taking care of kids? Do we offer food to them? Or we just packing up stuff to worry about our own self? That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. When we do some of the things we do, why do we do it? Our intent is everything. I done spoke on this before. Sometimes it ain't just what you do, it's why you done what you do. Because some people do things so people can, you know, brag about them, you know, or think they all that. And some people do things because they want to be seen. So your intent behind what you do is everything. And it tells a lot about your character as a person. Take the lowly place and you will be exalted. But if you think you all that and some, God will humble you down before you leave this earth. Maybe not right then, but you will be humbled down before you leave this earth in some form or fashion. Let's get back to chapter 14 of Luke, which was composed of some parables. One particular parable was the one I want to talk about today. Take the lowly place. I just experienced the wedding feast myself. And I'm telling you, if you're not part of the wedding family, or you're not part of the wedding itself, don't try to sit at a reserved table or get all close at a table, because if you're asked to move, sometimes it don't have reserve. You just having common sense to know not to sit there. And then when you're asked to move, you embarrassed. Okay? You shame. Just sit at a lowly place to begin with, and you'll be asked to move sometime. And the love and the comfort of that, when they ask you to come move to another table, don't sit way back there, that feeling, you can't buy it at a store. You can't rent it. That's the feeling of it when you get exalted. But being greedy and wanting to be near it all, to be nosy, that's when you're doing the wrong thing. Okay? You're doing the wrong thing. Because no matter if you're sitting at the last table in the corner, everybody's going to eat. Okay? So your intent is everything why you do what you do. Okay? So when you, and also when you, God says, for whoever exalt himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted. And when you give a dinner or supper, do not ask just your family and your friends and your neighbors that don't never ask you for to be coming to their event. You know, ask the people that extend invites to you. And also invite the poor, the lame, the blind, people outside of your realm, outside of your circle. okay? And see the blessing that will come to you, because they can't repay you. Sometimes when you do things for people, and when you do it out of love, that means you're doing it at a lowly place and you're not expecting nothing in return. Because some people do things so they can get it done back to them. Because when they do things and then they hot because it wasn't done back to them, that means you had the wrong intentions to start with. When you do something for somebody, it's not, well, when my birthday come back round or my anniversary come back round, they better do this for me because I did this to them. So if you're that type of person and you save, you better pray a little bit more, okay? Because you don't do things to have them done back to you. When you do things out of love, honey, the Lord gonna bless you anyway. Gonna bless you anyhow. Yes, we feel a certain kind of way when nobody never acknowledges us for no day or age, but we got to get out of that way of thinking, because when you love on God and you show that love to other people, God will exalt you, honey. And you don't worry about what the people do for you, because the Lord gonna bless you anyway. And that's me all day. I've never been thrown no birthday party. Ain't nobody never gave me all this. I have had birthday gifts, yes, but nobody has never gone all out the way for my birthday, and it's okay. Because guess what? Baby, I'm blessed every birthday. Honey, I do what I want to do. I enjoy life, honey, and everything else is put to the side when my birthday comes. So I don't need people to do things for me to make my day seem special. Because what the Lord has for me on my day, can't nobody touch it no way. So, and I love to do things for people because I have sent out birthday bags to some people, and some people I haven't. If I was rich enough, I would give everybody something for their birthday, but I don't have it like that, because God knows one of my close friends' birthday is today, and we have a long history together. We work together. He is my friend to the end, and I would do anything in the world for him, but I don't have it like that. But today is his day, and I want to say happy birthday, Terry Lewis, Ray Lewis brother. He works at SPT with me, and he's a custodian, and he is wonderful. I'm telling you, wonderful person, wonderful personality. Happy birthday, Terry. Okay, let's get back to the subject at hand. That's the glory in what you do when you do things because of the love and the compassion within you. God also told in Luke, he also told a story about a parable concerning the same type of thing. That's what Luke was trying to get us to understand. Luke spoke of a man of great wealth had invited all his rich friends and family and stuff, and everybody had a name for himself, honey. He invited all of them. Come on to my event, honey. And everybody was like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do that. Everybody had an excuse of why they couldn't come to this man event. And this man, he was hot with that. I took the time out to invite y'all, and then y'all don't even show up. Y'all don't make any excuses. Y'all make the excuses why y'all can't come. So he asked his servant to go out there and just get anybody. Bring the poor, the blind, the cripple, everybody to have this feast with me. Because I got all this stuff made, and I need somebody to, help eat it and stuff. So he did that, and it was still, bukus of stuff left, And he still would not give nothing to none of those people that he had invited because he was mad. So the thing is, if you'd have had open invites to start with, more people would have showed up. More people would have showed up now. I'm telling you. And, the thing about that, when he should have when he threw that party, he should have had everything where anybody could come. See, when you have stipulations on things, you know, things like that come into play. You know, just the fact that he only wanted certain kinds of folks, you know, that's why the turnout was like it was. Okay? And I'm a living example of that particular thing. I've been on both sides of the straw. You know what I'm saying? Like when I had got married and I had my reception. I had a small ceremony, and then I had a reception. And, you know, I wanted my reception away from locals. And you could only get in with invites only. Set up for 200 people. Okay? So I had a high expectancy, you know, and everything went wrong. Okay? My hostess canceled out on me like I was warned that she would. And I had to go find somebody at the last minute. And that definitely didn't work out. Too hot, you know. And you could tell when things are not planned out, it shows, okay? And many of my guests that were invited didn't want to come because they couldn't bring XYZ, so they didn't show up. And then, you know, I didn't have people to serve, that I didn't have the faithful few that helped me out, and I love them to this day. So the people I did invite, you know, weren't really friends. Not all of the people. Some of the people weren't really friends because all they did was criticize what they witnessed and talk junk about me and my husband. Okay? But though it went south, I enjoyed myself because, honey, I was beautiful, honey, with my beautiful gown, honey, and I was just full of joy with the faithful few that had my back. So if I had open invites and hired a real wedding planner, things would have been much better than what it was, you know, and I could have been exalted, but instead I was humbled. Okay? I do yet think the Fantastic 60, because 25 of them guests were backstabbers. But life goes on, and lessons are learned, and we move on from that. But I thank God for that 60 that helped me, help clean up, help me just, you know, get stuff moved and stuff, and I thank those few. But for those 25, I love you too, because you taught me a valuable lesson that you can't trust everybody, and everybody that smile with you is not your friend. So that was one day that I learned, you know, but I don't stay mad. I don't stay angry, because some of those very people that talk junk about me, I'm friends with them right now today. But ain't no love lost, but I remember, I forgive you, but I haven't forgot. But the thing is, everything is a growing time. We got to get past some stuff. We can't hold on to stuff. It's been years, over a decade. So why would I still be, well, no, not over a decade yet, but almost to a decade. Why would I still be angry on that? You have to get past certain things and move on. Okay? You just got to. We have to learn to take the lowly place in some situations or circumstances, because we will be exalted later instead of humbled down. When we give cookouts and parties and events, invite all and feed somebody that was uninvited, and see how blessed you'll be. Like when I had a dinner at my home and with invited guests, but I still asked my neighbor and his friends to come and eat as well. And the feeling of love that I got from that. And I was afraid I wasn't going to have enough food for the invited guests. And yet I had food for the invited guests. I had food for people that wasn't invited. And I had food left over that my invited guests come back the next day and got some of. So, honey, it's a blessing. Blessings come behind blessings if you have the right intention and have the purest heart. Humble your spirit and see how differently you will be exalted. Take the lowly place sometime in your life and be happy, for your reward will be later. Trust me, when it most counts, okay? Stop thinking you are better or on a higher level than others because you have more materialistically, honey. You then become like tasteless salt. God said, what good is you if you have lost your flavor to the woes of the world? Instead of being that salt among the world, giving it flavor by being the light among darkness, you're doing other stuff. Please have discipline, prayer ethics, reading skills, humbleness, dedication, a big heart, respect, forgiveness, thankfulness, and compassion. Okay? Dare to be different. Don't be so quick to follow bad examples. Don't be a part of a clique, honey. Be an example pleasing to God. Be humble when others think you are conceited and boastful. Never think you're better than others, no matter what you have or you own. Okay? Don't think you are better than the next person, because you are not. Just because you got a fly car, a mansion, and this big title beside your name, do not make you more important than the person that doesn't have those things, because you bleed just like they do. Your heart, their heart is what matters. Your intentions, their intentions, that's what matters. So you can have all the things of the world, honey, and be busting hell wide open. So all I'm going to say to you is take the lowly place sometimes, because you will be exalted. Stop trying to be all you can be better than the next person. It's all right to be all you're going to be in God, but not in this worldly stuff. I love you enough to tell you. I ain't going to front. I'm going to tell you. Okay? I love you. God bless you. And I'm so glad you stopped by on today. I'm telling you, Luke 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, honey, you will learn something when you read that. Read it. It's your spare time. You will learn. God put these parables out there for you to learn, because it's easier for you to understand when he tell you stories. So take heed to that stuff. Read, honey. It's important to read, honey. Confirmation will come to let you know that you're doing the right thing. And mine came today, coming out of Luke. I'm telling you, it was like, I can't explain the feeling. You just got to do it and see it for yourself. Take the lowly place. Stop trying to outdo other people. Stop thinking you better than everybody else, because we all gonna be residing together in the kingdom if you're doing the right thing now. And it won't be none of that. It won't be no hurt, pain, jealousy, envy, all this kind of stuff when we get to heaven. So if we gonna live together in harmony there, why we gonna act like a fool here? So everybody's not gonna like you. Everybody's not gonna be your friend. It's okay. You still have to love them, pray for them from a distance, and keep it moving. That's it. That is it. I'm telling you, because I've been a person, I have so many people that love me, and then I got so many that, can't hardly take me. But it's okay, because I'm not aiming to please them. I please God. So what you think, you better get over, honey, because ain't no changing, honey, because I'm going to be me, like a friend to the end. I'm Jesus to the end. Yes, it took me a while to get here, running and dodging, but I'm here now, and ain't nothing you could do about it. Love on me as I love on you. Pray for me, and I'll pray for you. God bless you. And don't forget, if you see Terry Lewis, tell him happy birthday. Peace.